I'm Jeffrey Klein.
I'm Alana Klein. This is Peyton Klein.
So I've been licensed for 5 years. Been doing it full time for like 3.5 years.
And I just got licensed in February.
We just felt that the consumer was entitled to fair representation and that their choice should be backed by facts, and they should be able to make their own decision based on that. And we just felt like there was kind of a need for that, and that's how we decided to start our own, our own real estate team. And so I think that like part of what we want to do is make sure that our clients are just as educated as they can be. We believe in making sure that you're comfortable in whatever decision you make, regardless of how it will affect us selling or helping you buy a home. And so that's one other thing that we see a lot too, is that a lot of realtors kind of pressure and they're all about the sale, and we just try to not be that.
We really want people to feel taken care of and feel like what they have to say and what they want actually matters. We're really about like no pressure at all. If somebody says they're not ready, we're like, okay, tell us when you're ready. Or hey, this isn't in my price range anymore, I want to spend less money. Like, we're like, yeah, okay, whatever works best for you. We also try to educate them enough to know like, hey, this house might not be right for you because of this. We're not gonna just let them blindly buy a house because we want to make the money. Like, our clients are the most important thing. It's not about what happens for us. For him, it was interesting for him because this is the first house he's ever owned, and he had to see what it was like to be the client instead of the agent. Although he was both, but he got to see from that perspective what it felt like.
For me personally, I loved the really large family room. And I could picture our baby walking around and crawling and the dogs playing here. And
peekaboo!
Boo! You say boo!
I'd say the large family room was a huge seller for me too. I remember when it was all empty and he showed me the house for the first time, we walked in and I was like, this is a huge room. What are we ever gonna do with this? And
that's been perfect.
Yeah. I don't know if my parents ever did before I was born, but growing up, we never owned a house. We either rented or stayed with family. So being able to own a house, do whatever we want to it, and like really know that we don't have to worry about leaving ever, that's a really cool feeling, just feeling that stability.
We have equity in our home, and we've gained that over the last 1.5 years that we've owned it. And I think that part of the cool thing is like, if we held on to this home forever, we could pass that equity on to her. We have the ability to rent it out in the future if we want to, because of where our mortgage payment is versus like what rental prices are. We have the ability to roll our equity into a bigger home if we decide to expand our family or decide to just upgrade. And I think that's one of the coolest things about homeownership, is that it allows you a lot of options that you might not be able to have otherwise. Yeah, so when somebody reaches out like, hey, I'm thinking about buying a house, there's 4 questions that I ask, right? And a lot of it is like credit, job history, down payment, stuff like that. Because I kind of want to know and be realistic with them and tell them like, hey, we might be a ways off, or hey, I want to connect you with a lender. A lot of times, especially if it's like credit repair issues or whatever, we can connect them with a lender, and lenders have credit repair departments. But yeah, once they reach out, the initial thing is like I ask them a couple questions, talk about their timeline, then I partner them with a lender that fits their needs the best, and then we kind of just go through that, make sure they get pre-qualified, and then take them out and go show houses.